Hey guys, welcome to the Brick Separator. So today we are going to take a look at the LEGO catalog for Fall 2022. So on the front page here we have the free interactive figures they've released up till this point. Peach being the newest one. It says jump into an endless adventure. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be a pretty prominent fin, as you can see here. So it shows Peach and some of her different features. I think it's going to be pretty similar to the ones we've seen before, just different voice lines and different sound effects and stuff like that. But that's a cool figure. I'll probably get it somewhere down the line. Maybe I'll wait for a sale. Not as interested in her as I am for Mario and Luigi. Flip this open. You have this really cool picture of just tons of sets. Don't know if it's all the sets. Well, definitely not all the sets because it's missing a couple I can think of, like Bowser's Castle. But that's just a really epic looking picture. Really makes me want to collect a ton of them. But that is really cool looking how they do that. And you get to look at Peach's castle here, which I really like how this one looks. I still wish that they would do a minifigure style of Peach's castle or Bowser's castle, just because I think it would still look better in this. But for the course builder style, this is not bad, except they're not showing you the sides of this, which I think is very important because this is basically just a front facade, and that's about it. So they definitely took this image very specifically from a certain angle so it would look more complete than it really is. So definitely don't let that fool you. It's basically just one wall and a tower in the back, similar to Bowser's Castle, how that one wasn't very complete around all the sides. You got the nice stained glass there as well. It's a really cool window piece, I believe. You got a table of contents over here on the left. There was a yellow Yoshi, like a poly bag that you get. So I think that promotion may be over by the time this comes out. But that was neat that they did that. And then a Lego Dots pencil holder. So that one doesn't interest me, but it's there, it's free. So now we got the free Star courses being advertised here. So they do have room for one more, so I don't know, maybe next year we'll get another figure. Not really sure who they're going to do next, but definitely seem to be showing that this will be an annual thing where you get a new figure each year. We got the Goomba shoe up on the top there. I like that one. I think that's a very good $10 set. Maybe a little overpriced, but very well designed. Pipe looks really cool, use there, but that's a cool one. This one, the Cat Peach Suit and Frozen Tower expansion set. I have no idea what that's from. It's not like an official thing from the game, just kind of something Lego made up. So that one's kind of weird, but maybe they're trying to take use of that power up there. I got Peach's Castle, which we kind of already went over. The Series 5 character packs, I think this one's half decent. The recolors are kind of so-so. Don't really care for those. I think those don't really mean much. I think you could just construct those in your own pieces relatively easily, except for a couple printed pieces. But Nabbit is really cool. I like this blue Shy Guy. He's kind of decent, even though he's just a recolor. And I like Hammer Bro as well. So there's a few good ones in there, but I don't know. I think they're sort of running out of ideas for those character packs. So you got in the upper left there, Yoshi's Gift House expansion set. So don't remember what that's from. It could be Mario World. Hard to don't really know there. Big Bad Islands. I love the levels from the Mario games where everything's big. So that's really cool. I really like those builds there for these figures, but that set is really overpriced. I think with a lot of the stuff we'll see in this catalog is that the price increases that have taken place are really starting to hurt now. Definitely really has pushed these sets quite up in price. I think this probably would have been a $30 set a couple years ago, so definitely it's hurt him now more than ever. The Spike's Cloud Top Challenge. I like Spike there, but he seems pretty oversized. I don't think he needs to be that big. fuzzy flippers. This one I don't think is going to be very popular. Just not very interesting. The Lego Classics sets. So it's 90 years of play. Comes with a bunch of different mini builds for different fins. So that one looks interesting, but I probably won't get that. And all the classic sets are kind of similar. Just kind of give you bricks. Here we go. Two really cool sets that they made this year. So you got the two remakes of old sets. Well, this one's not really a remake, more so inspired by past sets. The Galaxy Explorer and then Lions Knights Castle. So Classic Space is really cool. They're bringing this back for Classic Space fans. Something we haven't really seen a lot of. We've seen the Pirates, a Barracuda Bay. It's kind of a comeback set there. And even the castle we've had since like the Blacksmith Shop and the Creator Castle. So this is really nice for Classic Space fans to finally get something. I believe this is a 2-in-1 too, so there's two different builds you can do. And very appropriately priced, I think, for the size, even considering the the increases of the prices in 2022. This set, I love the Lion Knights Castle. Definitely like this more, although that is very expensive. I think this probably should have been maybe $300, but that's just still a very expensive set, even if it was that price. But it comes with tons of figures, which is really nice. 22 figures, lots of animals and specialized pieces, so that's a really cool one if you can afford it. That's just really not something that I think I'll be able to afford. You got the Rolling Stones, big ton there, so not interesting for fans of that. The Atari is nice. I don't know, for people that like Ataris, they're obviously gonna love that. But because I didn't grow up with the Atari, I've never even seen an Atari in real life. It doesn't interest me. But that is neat in the style of the NES set. But I do think there are better ones they could have done. And this doesn't come with a TV, even though it's slightly more expensive than the NES was when it launched. So that is interesting to see that. A lot of this is taken up by side builds there. Here we have some of the Disney World sets here. So you got the Haunted Mansion, like the mini version there. And then the Disney Castle. I do like this Haunted Mansion. I think it's a tad bit overpriced. Probably should have been $30. But that goes kind of well with the $35 like mini Disney Castle that they did last year. So that one's really good. Would love to get a whole selection of those different rides and attractions. They're really cool. This set, the Big Castle, one of my favorite sets. If not my favorite set of all time. That one may be retiring at the end of this year, so definitely keep an eye on that. If you've been waiting on it, then definitely it might be good to get that before it's too late. Fantastic set, just another one that, it's expensive, but if you can afford it, then it is very well worth it in my opinion. Got some Disney Princess sets there. Got some more, you got random Duplo set there in the midst, because you had the Disney sets, a Duplo set, and then another Disney set. So they just kind of threw that Duplo set in there. I mean, I guess it is a Buzz Lightyear set, but still, kind of weird. Dots, they're doing like a Mickey Mouse theme. That's never interested me, but they must be selling somewhat well because they keep coming out with it. Friends, got a whole bunch of different stuff here. More Lego Friends stuff. This actually looks kind of interesting in the water park, so that's neat. And then this big fader here, so this would be really nice if you bought the Muppets CMF series. You could definitely set them up very well there. I've seen people do that. Ninjago, kind of the classic stuff you'd expect from them, with different mechs, vehicles, and dragons. So very much Ninjago. On the left here, we got Iron Groot. I really like that one. I love that nameplate too. I think that's really funny. It all just says different things there. That's neat. Maybe a little bit expensive, but a lot of the fins these days are just a little bit more than I think they should be. So you know, is what it is. I guess we're just gonna have to kind of get used to it. Don't think there's much you can do as a Lego fan these days, except wait for a sale. You know, maybe on Amazon they give you that little bit of a discount. That's probably how I'll be buying my Lego from now on. Probably won't be getting it from a Lego shop. Just get it from Amazon for that discount. The Iron Man Armory, sorry, not Hall of Armory. That one's neat, similar to the other one that they did. I've also skipped over this, the Nano Gauntlet, similar to the that set that they came out a couple years ago. Maybe it was last year, I can't remember. A couple of the 4 sets here. Haven't seen that movie or anything, so not familiar with any of that stuff. This one's nice with Sanctum Sanctorum, modular building style there. So surprising to see that they do a second modular basically in the same year. So that one's really nice if you have a modular setup. Star Wars stuff, so you got an Obi-Wan Kenobi set there. I believe this is for Andor, I think that's what it is, the upcoming show. And then this is the Justifier, don't know what that ship's from. Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader, not very loved set at all. You know, the price is a little bit expensive. I think most of the issue of that is just it's oversized. Definitely does not need to be that big. For what it is, could have been shrunken down quite a bit and would have been just as good, really. The Mandalorian's M1 Starfighter, this is pretty neat. I'm guessing that that'll be play a big part in the next Mandalorian season, so that'll probably be popular when that comes out. AT-TE Walker, so that's another Star Wars set. Got the AT-ST 4 Plus version, so that's really kind of cutesy there. Only 87 pieces for that. BD1 from Jedi Fallen Order. Actually just picked up that game a few months back. I'm going to be playing that on my Steam Deck when it comes soon. So looking forward to that. I may also make some Lego themed gaming videos with that. So we'll see. We'll see kind of how that plays out. But it could be a fun idea making just some Lego game videos with that. But this is a game I'm definitely looking forward to playing. Inquisitor Transport. We got more of the characters from the Obi-Wan show. Here we have the double loop stunt arena. So those loops don't really work that well from what I've seen. Kind of disappointing because that would have been really neat. They did work. But I guess this a little disappointing there. That price is ridiculous for what it is. Well, I know there's some big pieces, but you know, it's less than 600 pieces for $160. Creator 3-in-1. These sets all look pretty good. This is probably my least favorite of the free. Lego Technic. These are some really nice sets here. So all the different $50 kind of mid-range vehicles they have. I got the 2 on the top there. Really like how they look. These ones in the bottom, I like the look, but the function there is not. Basically all just pull back. That's really the only feature, which is a little bit disappointing. In the future, I'd like to see them go back to just focus on the other functions with steering or suspension versus just being pullback. I think that works pretty well for the $20 Monster Jam sets. Just keep it to that, and that's good to me. Fun experiment, but not. I don't know. I don't think it's very cool. John Deere tractor there. That one's interesting. Decent enough price, I guess. All-terrain vehicle. That one's popular. The material handler. Another one of their cranes. Get some Harry Potter stuff. The dragon looks kind of cool. More Harry Potter stuff. Gets kind of the flowers and then the art sets. Creator postcards. I think a couple of these had to be pulled back because there was an issue with the China one showing the Chinese flag. Apparently there's some rule in China where you can't have a their flag in a product of any sort. So that was kind of a weird thing. I guess just something that LEGO needs to remember when making products to be sold in China. So that was an interesting way they had to change that up. Pyramid of Giza, this one's really neat with that removable top there. You can see them building it. So that one's cool for architecture. Speed Champions. There's some really nice Speed Champions they've been doing lately. So been really happy with this new 8-stud Wyatt they've been doing. You got the 2 movie ones, which is really interesting. I never really thought they could do some licensed ones, but that would be very interesting to see in the future them continue that. This one I think is a very good value, $35 for 2 cars. Yeah, I think those look really nice, those 2 cars as well. But that is another set that has gotten the $5 price bump, so not too bad there, but still got the price bump. So then the Chevrolet Camaro there, so another one of those big creator expert cars. Those are pretty neat, but I've never gotten one. And then that's about it for this catalog. So this is an interesting one. Lots of new sets here. Still a lot of sets that are coming out later in the year. I'm assuming that I'm more interested in. I really am interested in the foosball table. I thought that one was really cool looking. And then more importantly, I loved Bowser. So really looking forward to those 2 sets. I'm hoping well, Bowser's pretty expensive. We got the price on that. But foosball table, hoping that that's no more than 200, although it looks like it's going to be more in the 250 range. But depending on how that looks and works, I may consider it. Just kind of depend there. But overall, I think that's going to do it for this video. And if you liked today's video, be sure to check out some of the other ones here on the Brick Separator. See you soon.